Oh, sure. We'll eat our dinner right after you eat this. Ah!
Everyone gets angry. It's a natural thing that happens. Things don't go our way, people mistreat us, we don't get what we want, we fail, we fall, we lose, we let ourselves down. Stuff just happens all the time to make us angry. And as we've covered in other lessons, we can't always control what happens to us or around us. We can't control other people and what they say or do. We can't control life and the things that happen. But regardless, we eventually have emotions and feelings about those things, anger being one of them. Now, anger is usually seen as a negative emotion, but in many ways, anger can actually be a good thing. The thing is, anger shows us that we care about things, that we're passionate about something, and a lot of times it can actually motivate us to work hard and try to make things better. But there are some things we need to consider and understand when it comes to anger. First, anger is a normal emotion, but it's how you handle it that's important. Next, it's easy for our anger to get out of control, and that's not good. So we want to do what we can to keep it under control. When anger gets out of control, it can lead us to do some pretty nasty things like retaliation, revenge, hurting ourselves, hurting others, and other types of pretty destructive behavior. Don't let your anger last too long. You see, anger can sometimes feel good, but nobody wants to be around someone who's always angry. Besides, it can really weigh on you and lead to depression, anxiety, and it can even have a negative effect on your physical health. So why do we get angry? Well, simply put, we get angry because we demand or expect things that don't end up happening. Just like anger is a sign that we care about something, it's also a sign that we have demanding thoughts and expectations. You can check out my lesson on demands versus desires and my book, What Makes People Ticked, for a more in-depth discussion on that. But simply put, we have demands and expectations for ourselves, for other people, and for life in general. We think that we have to do things a certain way, and if we don't, we get angry. We think that we have to get a certain amount of approval and recognition from other people, and if we don't, we get angry. We think that other people have to treat us a certain way, and if they don't, we get angry. And we think that life has to be comfortable and trouble-free, and if it's not, we get angry. Pretty much all anger situations come from those demands and those expectations. And as we covered in the ABCs of Emotions video, it's not what happens to us that makes us mad. It's not the people in our lives that make us mad. It's what we think about those things that determines how we feel. And once you understand that, you find out that you are the one that has all the control and all the power over your anger. So make sure you pinpoint exactly what's causing your anger. Demands and expectations about yourself, others, or life. So now that we know why we get angry, we can look at how to keep our anger under control and move past it. Now, the internet is full of anger management strategies, exercise, deep breathing, self-talk, doing something to help ease your mind and relax, like puzzles, coloring, bubble baths, talking to a trusted person, and those things are all great. I even broke down a lot of those things in my coping skills lesson. But I'm going to repeat one of the steps I talked about in that video here, because it'll work wonders with dealing with your anger too. You need to ask yourself what I call the 3 resilience or the 3 coping questions. 1, how could this be worse? There's always a way things could be worse. This allows you to realize that while your situation may not be good, it's not as bad as it could be, and you can be thankful for that. 2, why won't this matter in the future? This helps you to understand that it won't last forever. It's only temporary. This too shall pass. And you need to focus on what things will be like when it does pass. And 3, how could this turn out for your good? What can you learn from this? What can you change? What can you do differently? How can this improve your life? How can this situation make you a better, stronger, more resilient person? How can the situation motivate you to do something good? I love asking myself these three questions when I get angry about things. They really help me to kind of slow down my crazy, out of control thoughts. Anger is way easier to control when you can slow it down. The moment your anger moves to aggression, like yelling, stomping, and hitting things, you no longer have control of it. And that's a dangerous place to be because anger is only one letter away from danger. The more you get used to asking yourself those questions, they'll become part of your regular thought process for dealing with negative situations. And you'll begin to see that things bother you less and less because you'll be able to give up the grip on those demands and those expectations that are causing you to be angry in the first place. Remember, you can't control other people. You can't control life and everything that it throws at you, but you can control your thoughts, your emotions, and your reactions. Well, that's it, friends. Thanks for watching, and until next time, class is dismissed. And as we've covered in other, oh no, wrong one, wrong button. There we go. I can do this. Oh, my back, my back, my back. For dealing with negative situations. And you'll be a... Oh. I was so close. Oh, my back. And your reactions come out, and you can and the moment your anger moves from aggression